everyone. Welcome to this new episode of our Student Spotlight series, where we're able to showcase some of the work our past students have done. I'm Charlotte, one of the outreach coordinators here at CCIR, and it's our pleasure today to have Azra with us. So can you just introduce yourself to tell us where you're from, what year you are in school, and kind of what made you seek out CCIR?
Yes, of course. It's great to be here. My name is Azra. I live in Istanbul, Turkey. I go to a French school here in Istanbul. And I'm a rising senior. I'm going into my 12th grade. So what made me seek out CCIR is because I want to be a scientific researcher when I grow up. And so I wanted to get the full experience of being a researcher. And so I wanted to experience it. That's why I seeked out CCIR.
And you did our Future Scholars program. Can you tell us a bit about the course that you took and the mentor for that course, and a little bit about what the course was about?
Sure. I took the course, The Astrophysics of Black Holes, White Dwarfs, and Neutron Stars. And our mentor was Dr. Alexander Mushtukov. Our course was about, first we learned about black holes, and then we learned about neutron stars and how they're formed and their life cycles. And then we learned about white dwarfs and also their life cycles and how they react when they're close to black holes and neutron stars. And basically that, yeah.
And what made you initially interested in taking this course? Have you had experience with this subject in school before?
For the past few years, my academic interest has been astrophysics because that's what I want to study in college. I've taken a few courses before on astrophysics, and it just really intrigues me a lot. I've read many books on it, and so this is my first time doing research on it. But I've done some research on my own before.
And then can you tell us about your research paper? So what was the title of your research paper, and what were you looking to find out?
So my research paper is called Tidal Disruption Events. And what is tidal disruption events? So let me explain. So when a star comes sufficiently close to a black hole, and the tidal forces of the black hole dominate over the star's self-gravity, the star is pulled apart. Its composition just gets broken, I guess. It's pulled apart by the black hole's tidal force. So in my research paper, I explained this astrophysical phenomenon, like the conditions required for it to happen, like the observed tidal disruption events until now, some fun facts on it, and I did solve some problems about it, and yeah, that's it.
And were there any interesting findings that you found through your research, or things that you weren't expecting to see?
Yeah, so I had to solve this problem in my research about tidal disruption events. And what this problem consisted of was I had 6 cases with 6 different parameters for stars and 6 different parameters of black holes. And I had to analyze each tidal disruption case of these stars and black holes. From my solving of the problem, I found that for a star to be tidally disrupted, the distance between the star and the black hole needs to be twice the radius of the star. That was very interesting for me. But yeah, that's the finding I found.
And then in kind of layman's terms, can you explain a little bit about the importance of your topic and this field for kind of the general public?
Yeah, of course. So during my experience at CCIR, our mentor just sent us some links of like pages for some articles called like Archive, Astrophysics Data System, and stuff. And when I did my research on there about tidal disruption events, I realized that there aren't many articles on it. So I realized that if I wrote my research on this, it would be valuable and I would contribute to the existing knowledge about it. And I would be like one of the first people to talk about this. So that made me really excited. And it's important to be able to contribute to the existing knowledge.
Yeah, definitely. And that's really exciting that you're able to have an accomplishment like this at such a young age. So speaking of kind of contributing to the knowledge base that we have, are you looking to publish your research? Have you started that process? Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I had a meeting with my mentor, and he proposed to me that maybe I could present my work at a conference or get it published. So my research paper is in progress right now. Like it's not done yet, but it's almost done, I guess. So when it's fully done, I want to either get it published or presented at a conference. So I reached out to CCIR to like maybe if they could find me a conference that I could present it in. And yeah.
Nice. And a lot of students come into the program hoping to publish and not quite knowing how that process works. So it's great that you're able to speak to that. We do have our publication team as well as your mentor that helps you. Do you feel like they have been supportive in helping guide you through that journey? I assume this is probably your first time trying to publish something. Do you feel like like they've been helpful in guiding you through that?
Yes, of course. They've been very helpful. This is my first time trying to publish a paper, yeah. And when the program was finished, we still continued doing Zoom meetings with them to like help me finish my paper, talk about my calculations, and talk about the possibilities of getting it published or presenting it. And yeah, during that process, even though the course was finished, they were pretty helpful.
Nice. And then to pivot to kind of your general experience with the course and the program itself, can you tell us about how your experience was in the program and doing a high-level research project like this as a high school student? So was it, what did you learn from it? Was it harder than you expected?
So there were only 5 students at my course, so and 2 teachers. So given that there were not many students, I think that CCR provides a unique opportunity to everyone because the mentor to student ratio is pretty low. So it provides a unique opportunity for everyone. And yeah, besides that, I really enjoyed my course. And yeah, that's it.
So to talk about the other students that were in your program, so just for anyone listening, we do, as Ezra mentioned, we do cap each course at 5 students. So you will never have more than 4 peers in your course for our Future Scholars program, which, as she mentioned, does keep the student faculty ratio really low, which is great because it provides each student with a lot of kind of personalized time and attention from the mentor and the TA. Can you tell us about what your experience was having the other students? Did you like being able to meet students from around the world? Where were your peers from? Were you able to learn from them?
Yeah, my peers were from the US and the UK, and I like being able to meet them. And we kind of all just supported each other throughout the process because it's a long process. It started in April and it finished around July, August. And so during this long process, we were able to support each other, and it was pretty nice to meet people from around the world. And yeah.
Nice. And then can you tell us how this research process and experience was compared to papers or courses that you've taken in high school.
So in high school, I took like, I guess, basic courses on math, physics, chemistry, but I've never really had the chance to like learn about astrophysics and like specifically astrophysics. So having this chance to do research on astrophysics and like a specific topic like white dwarfs, neutron stars, and black holes was very interesting for me, and it was definitely a valuable experience. And yeah, I guess it was very different from high school because I had the opportunity to do research by myself and actually like read articles, read the research of other people. And yeah, it was very different from high school. I think it was a very valuable experience.
And then one other thing that we really like to emphasize with both of our programs is the aspect of mentorship rather than the professors acting as kind of the traditional teacher. So we love that our mentors don't just transfer information onto our students, but really guide you through your own discoveries and learning process. Can you tell me about your experience with both your mentor and the TA for your course and kind of how they transitioned through the first half of the course where they were teaching to the latter half where it was more research oriented?
Yeah, sure. So every Sunday we had this lecture from our mentor, and every Saturday we had a TA session. And what we did was, after our lectures with our mentor sent us a list of problems about what we discussed in the lecture. So about black holes, neutron stars, and white dwarfs. And we tried to do the problems by ourselves during the week. And on Saturday, our TA would help us with the problems that we didn't understand, or I guess problems that were hard, I guess. And then our TA was very helpful with that. Like, even though the problems were very hard to understand and most of us didn't succeed with the problems, our TA was very helpful and he was very understanding, very supportive. Uh, Also, our mentor was very supportive as well. Sometimes our mentor replaced our TA and we did problem solving with him too. Yeah, it was a very nice experience.
And then a few more questions. Has this course given you any insights into your future, or has it kind of informed or shaped how you think of your path moving forwards?
Yes, I still have this objective of becoming a scientific researcher when I grow up. So this has made me realize how much I want it, I guess. Like, I can totally imagine myself in the future doing this kind of research. And because the findings I've found during my research are very valuable to me, and I felt really accomplished when I found them. So in the future, I want to continue doing this kind of research and maybe becoming like a professor at a university. That's my goal. So yeah, this program has made me want to become a scientific researcher even more, I guess.
Nice. It's nice that it's kind of the experience has solidified what you thought before, but now you really know that that's what you want, which is always nice. And then my last question for you, what would you say to someone who asked you what the value of doing a project or a program like this is, especially for a high school student?
So, I think this experience doing research at CCIR is very, very different from what we do at high school. So this even makes it more valuable, I guess, because at high school we just learn the information and then do our homework and then do the exams and stuff. But in this, we can actually learn about the topics we like want to learn about, and like topics we want to pursue, I guess. So this was very valuable for me in the sense that it solidified what I wanted to do in the future, and also deepened my knowledge about the deepen my knowledge on the fields I want to pursue. So yeah, it was very valuable to me.
Nice. So thanks so much again for chatting to me, and congratulations on your nomination to our Spotlight series.